How do you find work at the minute? Like, what's your marketing strategy? Do you pay for adverts or use Facebook or word of mouth or what?
So yeah, I put all my work on Facebook, and I'll put out some adverts on there, and I get a few off that. Some of them could be off customers that I've had before, you know, giving me more leads for their friends or whatever. I do use My Builder and Bark.
Okay. Do you have to pay for each lead as well when you're on?
Yeah, My Builder, yeah. But when you get shortlisted, you pay, and then that's why I don't like to use it that much. Sometimes you don't hear nothing back. They'll shortlist you, you don't hear no, and then I'll contact My Builder and be like, listen, I've been shortlisted and I've not heard nothing from them. I've tried ringing, tried leave messages, and that's why the leads are so low in price to accommodate things like this happening. I'm like, well,
they're not going to take any accountability for it at all, are they?
Nah, I do want to go away from using things like that, because it's a race to the bottom again. So, and I messaged one yesterday because I did show interest in it, but then after me, another 4 people did. So I put a message on to the customer saying, listen, don't shortlist me. I only showed interest because no one else was interested in it. But now you've got 5 people involved. I'm not in the place to quote against other plasterers and be at the bottom.
The problem is with tradesmen being on that. Have you ever been in a high street where they've got like a barber shop, and then next to it they've got another barber shop, and then next to that one, 2 doors down, you've got another barber shop? So if you need a haircut, I mean, I haven't got that problem, neither has Stu, but if you need a haircut and you're walking down the high street, you're looking, you're thinking, well, I can go to any of these. They're all look the same. You know what I mean? When you're on My Builder, from the customer's perspective, you've got like dozens of plasterers all stood there with a bucket and a trowel, hungry for the work, and they can just sort of cherry pick who they want. You don't want to be in that situation. You want to be specialising, so people are coming to you for a reason. And Dan's just mentioned there Google. I don't know whether you've got a Google business profile listing yet, Stu, or not.
Yeah, I do. I literally get now from it though.
How many have you got any reviews on there yet, or have you packed it out with description?
No, I've not had it that long. I've got no reviews on there. I made it because I think I seen one of Stu's videos. Must have been a while ago now, to be honest. That when I seen you go on about Google pages.
If you put it into like simple perspective, right? Say someone needs a plumber, someone needs something, anything. The first platform they're going to think of is Google. 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
They're not going to think, oh, Facebook. Oh, yeah, because Facebook is associated with, like, you could get anyone. You could get any plasterer. When you go onto Google, everyone trusts Google. Now, if you get high up in Google, Google trusts you, and they trust Google, you're flying.
Yeah.
This is food for thought for you, mate. If you're thinking of changing up your business and having, targeting more plastering work, for example, this is a strategy you can implement that is working really well for Dan. But if you go into his Google profile as well, it's not just his keywords that's ranking him. So I'll just run you through a few of the bits and pieces that Dan's done. That's affecting him and making him rank first place. So, for example, if I go onto his photos, you can see that he's got load of short TikTok videos.
I can't get around that TikTok, me.
It is a bit, again, it's pushing out that comfort zone, isn't it, Dan?
Yeah. Well, do you know what? My missus is a wizard on it. So I just send her photos. I still struggle with it. I just send her photos and videos and go, right, take that watermark off, put that on. And there she goes.
Yeah. But you've got a lot of different elements to your business that you're showcasing, which is good. You got your external rendering.
Yeah.
It's also a good thing. You've got to be meticulous with your sheeting down. You have to try and get photos of you sheeting down, because the customer doesn't know if you're going to come in and just start whacking the trowel around. You need to make it obvious
that you clean.
do a lot to look after their house.
So we'll go into your services, Dan, as well. This is going to be influencing why he's ranking where he is, as on top of his business name, and some other things that I'll show you. But if you look at Dan's services, because he's obviously been putting a bit of work in on his Google business profile listing, and following some of the guidance in the group, and he's got a hell of a lot of services here that is populated within his listing. Everything plastering related you can think of. Dot and dab, dry lining, floating set, skimming, plaster sealing, is smashed in so many keywords, and you can see now how it works. So this is just to give you a good example of what you guys can do. If it does take a bit of time, you've got to put that time aside, and put the effort in and start optimizing your Google business profile. But on top of that, he's also building his reviews up now as well. So he's got a 5-star track record, and he's on his 29th Google review. And the last one was, last week. Oh, you've even responded to them as well. So that's even better.
Every single one.
Yeah, every single one, which will also help with your ranking because you're responding to all the reviews, which is even put here, cleaned up afterwards, like you touched on earlier about the importance of being clean. So when other people obviously jump on, first thing they're going to do is jump on your reviews before they phone you or email you, or before they even go on your website. They're going to go and look through all your reviews.
That's what I took from you, Stu. Like, you remember that video you put out last week where you said overemphasizing, you have to literally jump in there, all smiles, hello, yeah, nothing's too much.
Yeah.
And the whole point is you just got to think of that 5-star review because you know that is a huge winner.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And leverage it as well. Get it shared across all your socials.